Moment. So did you prepare your slide set?
Yeah. I did the second one. The second one.
Second one.
Yeah.
All right. So Subsea plant engineering, and Woodside is a company name, and they do a project called Pluto. And Impex is also another company name. They have a Ichthys field project near Australia. I already introduced this project before. And Apache is also a project name, and Vincent Black oil field. So that can be project cases where you can see the underwater operations. And field development, field means oil or gas field, and how they develop those fields by using components like blocks or building blocks or components. And then petroleum is chemical property can be explained about different types of petroleum. So Woodside, very similar but different location. The other day I explained about Ichthys project was around here, but Pluto is a little bit more west side of Australia. And then you see that there is a Pluto site. And there is a trunk line. So proposed trunk line means they try to use a pipeline, undersea pipeline, and then they collect gas or oil here. So onshore gas plant is located here. So they can process the fluid coming through the pipeline. So discovered 15 years ago, northwest shelf area, 200 kilometers from the peninsula. Water depth is 400 to 1,000 meters. Resource is 4 trillion cubic feet of gas. And potential revenue boost by Australian dollar billion job creation. So this is a website of the company, Woodside. And they are saying natural gas, natural step for net zero, so for the environmental something. Business and sustainability. And Woodside, Pluto, same project for a more detailed picture. Subsea well. Subsea well is here. Right? The well is usually we collect water, right? In normal traditional ways. But here they try to collect gas from the well. So gas well. And tied back, wells tied back, they are connected each other. Gas and condensate export pipeline. This is pipeline. Pipeline. Up to the land side. Onshore LNG gas treatment plant here. Somewhere. Onshore LNG plant. 4 million ton per day, per year. Ton per year. The processing capacity. LNG, LPG, and condensate storage tank should they're operational for 20 or 30 years because the reservoir is big there. See subsea well tied back to the offshore platform, flow lines, gas and condensate to an onshore LNG export pipeline. The condensate means something more thicker than gas. Have you have a chance to see the crude oil Crude oil. No chance, right? Crude oil looks like asphalt. Asphalt, black asphalt, very sticky. Right? Asphalt is used to mix sand or pebbles to make roads. Okay. Asphalt itself is something like a fluid, very sticky fluid. So crude oil looks like that, but it can be more complex. It means that it can contain more water, more small debris inside, sand, small sand. So that is not easy to transport through the pipeline, especially the temperature there is low, right? Maybe 5 degrees, 4 degrees, something like that, right? Under the 6,000-meter depth. Then it can condensate, can be more sticky than normal temperature. Right? If you have a higher temperature, it can be fluidy, right? Low temperature, so it can create problems. You need a special technology. Impex is another one. I already explained it. The place is more north side of Australia, and the field name is Itches. And this is a land, and then this is a place. Over there. Oh, this is a place. This is Itches. Yes, there's a Itches field. And then plant should be located there. You see that this is a 200 kilometer, so you may expect about 200 kilometers from the mainland, and water depth is a little bit shallower than the other projects. So you already see this project. Samsung Daewoo has a 2 billion CPF, and FPSO CPF is Central Processing Facility. This one is CPF. This is FPSO, is a floating process, production, storage, and offload. And this is a offshore of tankers, the shuttle tankers. And this is place. And CPF, more explanation of CPF, because it's complicated. Wording is there. Design capacity and 4 legs there, semi-submersible hull structure. The steel structure is 4-leg semi-submersibles, and 7 mooring legs. Mooring legs is a mooring line. And so there are total 28 mooring lines. So it's very complicated location. Inert flow control, manifolding, riser, and production trains, and inlet separation, surge vessel, TG. TG means something glycol, then glycol. Gas export completion, discharge of and then condensate export to the FPSO. And there are accommodation. Here looks like accommodation. Hotel facility. There are 150 beds, so it looks like a big one. And then chemical injection package, TG, MEG, TG, and FPSO. We already explained about this. Weather vaning turret. Mooring I will explain next slide. So anyway, mooring is also important because they should stay calm. They should not move around because there is a pipeline, right? We need to collect gas from the deep water so that if it is moving far away, it can break. So we will product storage of 1 million barrel of gas, liquid, condensate treatment and stabilizer function is there, separator, heat exchanger, tank capacity, mercury removal, flash gas compression, MEG again, regeneration, and then water treatment and shuttle taker. These are keyword. Right, turret mooring. So the risers, the pipeline, gas is coming from the deep seabed, right? Well, so that, and then these are mooring lines, cables. They can fixing them. But this one is a special device called the turret, so that when the wind is blowing and flow is coming, the ship can rotate, because they want to stay there on points. The point should be kept because of the pipeline. Otherwise, if it is rotating, the cables can be twisted. So they want to stay calm there. But still, wind is blowing and current is moving, so that this is special device that can stay still there. But ship can rotate around. This is special device and important for FPSO. So that is one of the key equipment for FPSO. So let's see. No, there's no video. Not yet. So inside the turret, the structure looks like this. The interesting thing is this yellow portion and pipeline should be stay there, right? As far as possible. But ship is moving around. But how can you transfer flow coming from pipeline and then into the tank? Because tank is moving. So there is a special technology should be there. I don't have any video there. This is picture. And in text, they show this one. CPF and FPSO is each one is $2 million, but still a small portion of the whole. And also it is the CPF, FPSO location there. And then cables and mooring. This is a mooring line drawing out. So one small point is FPSO. And then I guess this is underwater pipelines from the wells. These are gas wells around. They collect gas here, and then pipeline, underwater pipeline coming bottom of the CPF, and then riser is collecting and then moving onto the surface, and then that one is treated a little bit, and then flow down to the FPSO again. There also another second level of treatment. That is the way they are. Apache is another project. Here is an FPSO. So that this is wells and the seabed, and they collect and pipeline, and this is a riser. The shape of riser is curved like this one because see, each pipeline, the riser has something like diameter looks like this. Okay? And inside the pipeline, there's a liquid is something like water is flowing, right? And the depth is about 1,000 meters. So can you calculate the weight of this pipeline, including liquid? It's a big weight. It should be a big weight. So that if you don't have a special device, then otherwise the ship can sink because of the weight, or the pipeline can break. Otherwise, you need to have a very thick pipe plate to withstand the weight of the liquid and pipe. So there are special devices to lower down the weight by using some kind of buoyancy of it. Anyway, 10 wells, 2 manifold, and 1 gas injection, 2 water injection wells, and dual production flow lines. Injection means if you take out gases from the well, the reservoir should be void. Right? It is not good, so they need to inject other material instead of the gas. Usually they use water. Water is cheap from ocean water. Salt water can be filled into injection. Also, the pressure inside the reservoir, if you say, if I using a straw, I drink or the Coca-Cola inside, the pressure inside is lower down. It's hard to take out, right? So you need to increase pressure inside so that taking out and taking in is should be balanced. And flexibilizer means this one, flexibilizer. It is big pipe and several pipes together. So it's big scale and weight. Building blocks of field development, reservoir. This is oil field. Hydrocarbon production processing. You need to process some of them. And then subsea production operation. Under the water, health, safety, and environment is important more nowadays. HSE is a short name. And then you need to have an investment decision, whether to start the production or exploration. Then you need to have a plan, and also it should be a very big project. With big money, so you need to have a banking and financial plans together. And petroleum crude has a property like this. So natural gas composition. This is a project or field names. Pluto, beaches, the other places like another project. So you may see that both of them are around Australia, but still they are 100 kilometers apart. So each gas should not be same. They are different in terms of components. N2, CO2, LNG, this is LPG, something like that. But this one is we like to take up. So you may see that Pluto is more LNG built. Also, ETS is also, and so mostly valuable things are here. But you need to take out the other things, not important ones. So you need to process, separating out from the raw material. There is a action, the CPF and FPSO should do for the separation. And processing. So it is a well there. And oil should be here and gas is here, usually because of the weight difference. And then pipeline coming here, and then flow line and chemical distributions, and it's coming the flow manifold, riser and separation and everything. So separation is most important things. Production processing at the site, at the FPSO, etc. And conditioning means can be say packing down, right? Or cleaning up, or packing, or say gasification or liquidification. That is a conditioning. Depending on the land-based or platform-based and floor. Because it is say 200 kilometer toward the land side, pipeline is very long, so it's not easy to transport all the raw material toward the 200 kilometer up. It needs more energy to transport, so that it should be wise, can be wise to treat at the site as far as much as possible, and then transport them more treated materials. Oh, video. Okay. like processing unit located at the bottom of and also has several functions. That way, or down, so they need to down. Yes, it can be an arrow base. So arrow there. Now they are just watching whether this is going well. If there's something wrong, then other devices, especially the pipeline. Probably otherwise. So somebody need to put them correct and then also joining them together. So that kind of thing is what we should do without human being there. So locating correctly, docking there, something like a space shuttle, space orbit and space station. Okay, another docking there, and details. So they are showing the details inside. Sort of more docking and sealing and joining. So connected already, and then discharge the boom. The boom can be removed. So then you can start the operation. Okay. Right. That's all my explanation. Right, we can have a 4-minute break up to 1:15, then we can have a second part. Right.